Hey YouTube, welcome back. JTD Bladesmithing. I've been on a break, been turning an old unused room in the house into an office space. So, I haven't posted a video in a while, and I'm going to do a shout out time right now to Chris Hervey. Thank you, Chris, for the text message asking when am I going to put out my next video. Well, this is it. The project I'm going to be working on now is a request from a fisherman that is out in Washington State. He asked for a boning knife. Well, I had to look into a boning knife, and I find out through education it's similar to a standard fillet knife, except it's more rigid. The fillet knife is very thin, and it's meant to flex so it goes around the spine of the fish that you're gutting, and it makes it easier. Well, the boning knife, being more rigid, is so that it can actually cut through bone and whatnot while you're cleaning your fish. So the stock I'm going to be using for that is this 1095 flat bar stock. This is only 12 inches long, and the request was for a 5-inch handle and an 8-inch blade length, so that puts it at 13, so I'm going to have to draw that out by hammering on it after I heat it up. Now the request was for handles that you don't lose grip on. The request from Dr. Buzzy, he showed me a picture of the knife that he's been using, and it had what looked like a handle that was made out of possibly elk horn or deer antler. So I found something. I'm not going to show him yet because this video is also going to be for him to watch if he chooses to, but I figured I'd start drawing this up, and then I thought, hey, I should grab my camera and film this. So what I've got right now so far is the handle design or shape, and then from there we're going to draw out the blade itself, which should be pretty much straightforward. Gonna get my tape measure out here, make sure I get the length that he wants. 8 inches would be here, and since I didn't bring in a straight edge, I'm going to use this bar stock as my straight edge. Yeah, I could just follow the blue lines, but it's much quicker to draw something out when you got a straight edge to use. And let's see, I think we'll curve this down a little bit, maybe about here. And this end, I'll draw it up to about the same line right there. Use our straight edge again and set it down. So run it back to here. So again, it's not the typical knife that I would make because this is definitely a special request. But I think this shape here overall will probably work. Again, you know, this edge probably from about here all the way to tip is what's going to be sharpened. So I'll shade that in. I like doing this because it gives me an idea of how I want the overall look to be. And Chris Pernack, this is a shout out to you now because you were talking about getting interested in it. You still haven't called me, which I get, he's probably busy. So, anybody interested in the process of the way things like this go, generally you get an idea, get your graph paper, you sketch it out, make sure everything's going to line up and look good. So that's going to be the blade itself. And then now, due to the fact that this gentleman, Dr. Buzzy, is probably out on a boat fishing, he's probably not cleaning fish on his boat, but I'm going to put a hole in the back here for a lanyard in the event that he wants to run a lanyard through it. That way he doesn't have to worry about dropping it or it falling off, you know, the table onto the floor or his boat into the water, however he's going to end up using it. So that's going to hold this together here on the back end, and I'm going to use a couple more handle pins I'll just draw those in real quick. Put one up here. And then we'll stick one right in the middle. Right about there. So I did some research on these and figured that's a pretty good design. And yeah, so we'll get started next episode. I'll be working on the bar stock itself. Now the process to this, some of it is going to be stock removal, which is where I'm going to actually shave this down probably with a cutting wheel to come close to fit the handle. At least I'll cut the length down, and I'm going to hammer in the finger well areas. And I'm definitely going to grind this down a bit, and then I'm going to have to hammer this to draw the length out. And we'll go from there. So please like and subscribe if you have not already. Tell your friends about me. If anybody's interested in learning the process, that's how we're going to do it. And thanks again for watching JTD Bladesmithing. You guys enjoy your day. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I'll be celebrating my birthday with my daughter and smoking a brisket. So we're going to see how that goes. Thank you very much, and take care.